13 life lessons you must learn before you turn 30. Being a teenager is exciting. 20-somethings are also entertaining. However, guess what? Those are the most crucial times in your life. There are countless mistakes you are likely to make in your 20s that will affect you for the rest of your life. If you want to have fantastic years for the remainder of your life after 30, you must acquire certain important knowledge before the age of 30. That is why we produced this video for you, to show you 13 of the most important abilities you must learn by the age of 30. If you're new here, consider subscribing to avoid missing out on other great videos like this. Lesson 1. Make friends with positive people on your own. Hanging out with peers and mingling with people is one of the most fun things to do in your 20s. If you don't do it correctly, you may end yourself associating with people who will destroy you. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, Jim Rohn once stated. The people we spend the most time with influence who we become. If you want to fly high, join the eagles, not the chickens. People who are less accomplished in their personal and professional lives exist alongside those who are more accomplished. Spending time with people who are behind you will lower your average, and thus your success. However, spending time with people who are more accomplished than you, no matter how difficult it may be, will help you become more successful. Keep an eye on who you spend your time with because your association affects the way you move. Lesson 2. It is impossible to please everyone. Now that you're an adult, you need to figure out what you want out of life and go for it. It doesn't matter if your siblings, friends, or parents don't like it. Most adults spend their lives attempting to satisfy everyone, which is why they fail in life. Now that you're in your 20s, you need to practice making decisions and affecting others. Yes, I really mean it. In your life journey, you will have to learn how to hurt people at times, according to Bill Cosby. I don't know the secret to success, but the secret to failure is trying to please everyone. You don't have to have everyone agree with you or even like you. It's natural to want to fit in, to be liked, respected, and valued, but not at the expense of your integrity or happiness. In your 20s, you must know what you want out of life and be prepared to pursue it, even if some of your friends and siblings disagree with your choices. Lesson 3. You need a library. But why is this so? Very straightforward. To be successful in life, you must be aware of hundreds of facts that most others are unaware of. And the greatest place to obtain such information is within books. I know most teenagers despise reading, but you must be an exception. You must be unique since you are exactly what you read. If what you eat influences your body, then what you read and study influences your mind. Fill your body with good things, not sugary things like social media. Reading offers various advantages, like increasing your imagination, strengthening your communication skills, keeping your brain sharp, and helping you learn new things and become a more knowledgeable person. Lesson 4. Bad habits will not help. When you're in your 20s, you're tempted to explore new things. You may want to experiment with smoking, drinking, sex, and partying. But doing so is a recipe for disaster. Whether it's a terrible sleep cycle that you've developed over time or your heavy smoking habit, lying, and minor thieving, you must break negative habits now or they will harm you in the near future. Lesson 5. Learn to organize yourself. We all have to deal with messes from time to time. It could be a shambles at work or at home. Most of the time, this mess begins with modest items strewn about until the problem becomes unstructured pandemonium and becomes too much for you to handle. While some individuals take this to a whole other level and get obsessed with it, I'm only asking you to liberate yourself from the mess that you are and start organizing a little. Lesson 6. Nothing should be taken for granted. We often don't appreciate what we have until it's gone. Your health, your family, your opportunities and relationships, your career. the money you have or expect to have tomorrow. When you're young, you think your parents will always be there for you, but they won't. You believe you have plenty of time to reconnect with old friends or spend time with new ones, but you don't. You have money to spend, or you believe you will have it next month, but you may not. Nothing in your life, including those you love, opportunities, and assistance, is guaranteed to be there tomorrow. This is a difficult life lesson to learn, but it might be the most important. Life can change in an instant. Lesson 7. Make a budget. It is hardly news that the majority of adults are impoverished. One explanation for this is that they spend their money acquiring liabilities. As adults, the first thing you must learn to control is your finances. It won't be fun, but you need to learn how to budget in your 20s. Budgeting does not have to be difficult or complicated. You may make it really simple by generating a brief list of what you need, don't want, and how you want to spend your money. Lesson 8. Develop a savings and investing habit. 1/3 of Americans have no savings, not because they lack income, but because they lack a savings habit. More than 95% of the world's population will go bankrupt next month if they lose their jobs today due to a lack of investment. We believe that your life should be different. Now that you're in your 20s, attempt to develop the habit of saving and learn about different investment portfolios. Lesson 9. Let go of your desire to be liked. Consider yourself a market niche. There will be many people who enjoy that niche, as well as some who do not. If you want to be liked as a lady, don't follow every fashion fad. You are hurting your self-esteem if you do. If you're a man, don't join a gang or acquire the latest and greatest in order to be liked and respected by everyone. Lesson 10. There is no shame in not knowing something. Ask questions. Nobody has everything figured out. Nobody knows everything. It is quite acceptable to say, "I don't know." Pretending to be perfect will not make you perfect. Stop acting as if you know everything or have everything. Maintaining the pretense of artificial perfection only makes you neurotic. Pose questions, even if they seem silly. You may appear silly for a few minutes, but you will gain information and become a better grown-up. Lesson 11. Decide to solve a problem. To cultivate your imagination, you don't have to become the next Georgia O'Keeffe or compose this generation's Claire de Lune. There are hundreds of problems in our society that need to be addressed. Yet most people avoid getting engaged in anything that requires any effort. Determine what troubles you the most. Is it rising pollution or illiteracy? Or is it child labor or animal welfare? You should make the world a better place, and the only way to do so is to solve a problem. You can do it if you believe in yourself. Lesson 12. Do not hurry into anything. When we are young and just starting out in life, we often feel compelled to do everything at once. We must determine everything, organize our lives, find true love, discover our life's mission, and do it all at the same time. Slow down and don't hurry into anything. Why do you need to be serious and focused? You don't have to sort everything out all at once. Lesson 13. Life isn't always fair. We apologize for this, but that is the reality. Life isn't fair, and you'll have to make errors, fail, and cry a few times along the way. Be ready for that. Life isn't fair, accept it. What we've learned so far in this video. Make friends with positive people. Stop trying to please everyone. Read good books. Stop trying to make everyone like you. Determine to solve a problem in the world. Learn to get organized. Make a budget. Form saving and investment habits. Bad habits won't help. Don't take anything for granted. Don't rush into things. Don't you like this video? We'd like to show you another interesting video soon. But first, our team would appreciate it if you could like it and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 more videos we've selected for you to watch next. We love you guys. See you again next time.